Hey there, friends. So we got about 4 more minutes left before we go live officially. So we're going to start at 11 o'clock, 1100 hours Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for joining. See what we got there. Amina is watching. Dennis, Kevin, Susan, awesome. You guys have your mats out, or you're all ready to go? We got 3 more minutes left before we start. I was trying to put the phone sideways, but it wouldn't allow me to. It said, no, you have to do it vertically. So I have my mat turned the other way so you can see my body from the side. But I'll play around with it, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Abdullah. Greetings, Abdullah. In Sierra Leone, Brother Abdullah. We're supposed to be in Sierra Leone right now, actually, in my home country. Well, here we are. Who else is joining us? Rose, Chantal, Blessed Rising, Namaste. It is a beautiful day. I should have done a class yesterday outside. I was outside sunbathing at the park. It was so beautiful. Perfect day for an outdoor class, which I'll be doing too. I'll be doing outdoor classes. Real outdoor classes and virtual. We'll see how it goes. But those are amazing. My favorites are outdoor classes. So. Yep. So get yourself in a comfortable seated position. I'm assuming all of you guys can hear me, correct? Hey, KC, brother KC. It's been a long time. So everyone can hear me? Please respond. You guys can hear me, right? So I'm assuming you all can hear me. Okay. So you're on your mat, so wherever you're at, if you're on your mat or seated in a chair or on a cushion. If you have props, use them. If you want to use a prop, like a block, to elevate yourself in your seated position, you can do that. So come to a comfortable seated position where you are either sitting the legs crossed. They call it crisscross applesauce. You can do that. Or you can sit with the legs stretched out long. Or you can sit in a position called seiza, which is on your knees with your heels and your hips aligned, whichever is comfortable for you. So I'll go back to my easy pose, crisscross applesauce, legs crossed for myself. And begin to now bring your awareness and your attention to your breath. Bring your attention and your awareness, bring your focus upon your breath. And gently and deeply breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Soft, gentle, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Breath in. Inhale. Breathe in. Continue for 5 more rounds, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. One more round. And that breathing in through the nose, out through the nose allows you to calm down the mind, to relax the mind, calm it down, and also to relax the body as well. So from there, we're going to now focus our attention and our awareness to a more dynamic breath. A breath that allows you to cool the body down as it moves through postures, as it generates heat, as it cultivates heat. This dynamic breathing allows you to cool things down, settle things down. And by that, you will be breathing inward through the nose, out through the mouth. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Okay? This is a more dynamic breath, kind of like a warrior breath, if you will. So you're breathing in through the nose, breath in. And relax the shoulders as you breathe out. Breathe in. Let's do 4 more rounds of this breath. Breathe in. Breath in. Inhale. Breathe in. So 2 more. Breath in. Very good. Excellent. So that breath allows you to cool things down as you generate heat throughout your practice. And from here, we're going to now begin to bring our awareness to our intention. So, intention setting, something you may wish to achieve or accomplish, a goal, a resolve, a resolution. So this could be something you have fixed your mind upon, fixing your mind upon to achieve, to accomplish. It could also be something as simple as a prayer or a chant. Yes, a song perhaps in your mind. So let's set our intention, okay? Allowing ourselves to say this intention with feeling and emphasis, but in clear and simple language. An intention can be very, very simple, very clear. So from there, we're going to inhale through the nose. Bring our arms over our head, palms together. Exhale through the mouth. Bring the hands down to the heart center region. And from here, we're going to set our intentions. Hello, everybody. Greetings, greetings. So, as you bring your hands to heart center, you're going to set that intention. You can soften the eyes or close the eyes if you like. And take a few moments here to set that intention, that resolve, that goal that you want to accomplish or achieve. Give yourself a few moments here. And after you've finished setting that intention, that resolve, that goal, you can begin to open the eyes if they were closed. You can bring the arms by your side, palm facing upward to receive more energy, and allow yourself to enjoy your practice. Thank you all for joining. All of you, Michael Whitehill, it's been a long time, waving back. Sia. Amina Ali. Okay, so we've set our intention. We've set the intention. Now we're moving into the practice, the physical practice, the Asana practice. And as we're here seated in our comfortable position here, we're going to now bring the arms overhead. Both arms are overhead, palms facing each other. And from here, just taking that left hand, bring it behind you, fingers spread apart, and the palms touching the ground. Okay? That right arm is raised. You're going to take that right arm, right hand, and place it right on the left knee. Okay? Your gaze is focused centered, looking straight ahead. We're going to do some little slight twist here as we're seated. And from here, as you inhale, you're going to oscillate your head, turning the head to the left, to your left. Keep turning and turning and turning. If you have enough mobility to turn, you can take that head all the way around, and you can even look over your shoulder and watch your back. Checking things out behind you, in the rear. And as you exhale, oscillate that head. Turn the head back to the center, looking straight ahead. Letting go of that left knee, bringing the arms by your side, palm facing forward again. And from here, raising the arms once again as you inhale over the head, palms facing forward, looking straight ahead. This time, taking that left hand, dropping it down on the right knee. The right hand glides behind you, fingers spread apart, and you're going to place that palm onto the mat or the floor. We're still engaged, looking straight ahead. And as we inhale, we're going to begin to oscillate the head, turning things to our right. Slowly and gently. Taking our mobility with the option of keeping going, keeping the head turning, and even looking over that shoulder, watching the back, watching the rear. And as you exhale, slowly coming back, turning the head to the left, oscillating that head, and bringing it back to center. Letting go of the left knee, bringing the arm overhead, palms down, taking that right hand, bringing it forward. Open the palms and breathe. Now we're going to come out of our seated position. So if you're on a prop, take the prop. I have a block here. Take it from underneath. and coming to a thing called tabletop. So in tabletop, your shoulders over your wrists, hips over the knees, in a flat back position. Hey, Adam Salem, wave. Hi there. All right. So we're not tabletop here. I wish I could do it on an angle here. You can see me better here. But my phone is kind of weird. So it doesn't want me to do it, turn my phone around. So I have to face you this way. So we're not tabletop. Shoulder over the wrist, hip over the knees. Okay? And we're going to go do a thing called the cow and cat, sacred cow and morning cat. So your back is flat in a neutral position in this tabletop. And as you breathe in, you're going to push into the mat. Okay? You're going to raise the tailbone, drop the stomach muscles, and glide the shoulders back, lifting the head, coming into your cow, sacred cow. And as you exhale, pressing into the mat, you're going to curve, dome the spine, drop the tailbone, and bring the stomach muscles inward. Think of a morning cat or a scary cat. And inhale back to that cow. Exhale, morning cat. Inhale, sacred cow. Let's do 3 more rounds of this at our own pace. Breath in, cow, breath out, cat. One more. Dome that spine, bring the stomach muscles inward. And come back to that neutral spine position. Shoulder over the wrist, hip over the knee. And from here, we're going to now begin to move and be more dynamic in our postures. Transitioning to a posture called the Firebird. So in Firebird, you're back to your neutral position. Shoulder over the wrist, hip over the knee, tabletop, neutralized spine. And from here, you're just going to gently lift your right knee. Glide the right leg back. Okay, your toes can be flexed or extended. Okay, and bring the left arm forward. This is called the Firebird, fingers spread apart. It's like you're reaching with your left hand, and then the back foot, the right foot is kicking back. And you slowly retract the left hand and the right leg back to the tabletop, neutral spine. Hi there, hi there. Hi, see how one go. All right. So we're back to the tabletop. Now we're going to go to the other side. We're going to explore the other side. We have to explore the other half of our body when we do postures. So we did the right side. Now we're going to do the left side. Gently lifting that left knee, gliding the left leg back, extending or flexing the toes, and bringing the right arm forward, reaching with that hand, reaching with the right hand, fingers spread apart. Okay? In your Firebird. On the other side. Slowly retracting the right hand, the left leg, back to your tabletop, neutral spine. And from here, we're just going to gently take our knees, both knees, bring them to the edges of our mat, creating a nice V with the knees. And we bring our big toes together, creating another V with the feet. You're going to glide your hips back towards the heels, and then bring the arms forward, arriving at your child pose, bringing that forehead onto the mat. And here, allow yourself to Breathe, go back to your, what they call the scholar's breath, what we began with, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, relaxing the body, allowing yourself to reflect, repose, taking this time to cool off, to recalibrate yourself. And slowly, gently, as you inhale, lift that head. Begin to straighten the arms, bring the knees back on the mat. Come back to that tabletop, neutralized spine. Shoulder over the wrist, hip over the knee. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So we're back to the tabletop, neutralized spine. And from here, we're going to do some knee raising. Okay, so our back is aligned, shoulder over the wrist, hip over the knee. Tabletop, we're going to curl the toes of both feet. And as we push our hands into the mat, we're just going to gently lift the knees at least an inch off of the mat, looking straight ahead. So you're in your tabletop, but your knees are lifted about an inch off of the mat. And release. Uncurl the toes, bring the instep of both feet upon the mat. We'll do another round of this, but this time we'll have the instep of the feet, the metatarsals touching the floor of the mat. Okay. On your next inhale, as you press into the mat with your hands, your palm of your hands and your fingers, you're going to lift your knees about an inch off of the floor and hold for kind of 10 seconds. And release. All right, now we're going to curl the toes once more, preparing now to transition into our downward facing dog, the first downward dog of this practice. Toes are curled. You're pressing your hands firmly into the mat, into the floor. You're lifting the knees, and you're going to glide the hips back, arriving at your first downward dog. And as you're in your downward dog, pressing back on your heels, you're going to do a few things. If you like, you can walk the dog, as they say, by pedaling, massaging the toes and the metatarsals. You can do that, or you can stay in one place. If you want to move side to side, you can move hips side to side, play around with the feet, come on your tippy toes, in your downward dog. And begin to slowly walk your feet towards your hands, arriving at the top of your mat. Forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. You can bring the fingers, the hands, towards your toes. If not, you can rest them on the lower part of your leg, near the talus area, near the ankle region. Or you can let the arms just hang and dangle, if you like, in your forward bend. In your next inhale, lengthen. Bring the palm of your hands onto your shins or thighs. The crown of your head is reaching forward, creating a nice flattened back. Think of your body as an L shape, a 90-degree angle in this position called the half lift. Your head is reaching forward, like you're looking into a well or over a cliff, if you will. And as you exhale, forward bend once again, taking the hands down towards the mat. You can let them dangle, or you can bring them towards the toes. Inhale, lengthen again. Palm of the hands onto the shins or thighs. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Let me move back a little bit so you guys can see me a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Frame. Yeah, I'm all up close. I was quite close. So here we are again at the half foot position, looking straight ahead, looking over the cliff. Exhale, forward bend. And in your forward bend, keeping the feet planted on the mat, keeping the heels planted, we're going to bring some mobility to the legs, okay? By just bringing the knees forward and backward. And then taking the arms, grabbing the arms, and moving the arms side to side, bringing mobility to the upper regions. Here we go. Thank you everybody for joining. I appreciate you joining Sai Yoga on this wonderful morning, Thursday morning. All right, so you're moving, so your hips are moving back and forward, the arms are moving side to side. Let go of the arms and bring the legs to a halt. Back to your forward bend. I'm going to move back a little bit more so you guys can see me. Okay, we're going to lengthen now. As we lengthen, slowly coming up the vertebral column gently, keeping your chin and your chest attached, and gliding up very carefully, inch by inch along the vertebral column, taking your time. Slowly taking the chin off of the chest, coming to your mountain pose, our first mountain pose of our practice. The arms are by your side, palms are facing forward. Okay. Gently relaxing the shoulders in your mountain pose. Slowly as you inhale, bringing the arms overhead and the palms together. Interlacing the fingers. As you interlace the fingers, you're going to invert the hands. So the palm of the hands are facing the ceiling. Gently unlocking the hands and bring the arms by your side, and then bring them behind you, bring the palms together, interlace the fingers once again, this time pointing down. The index fingers pointing towards the floor. And it's going to slowly begin to drop the head back and inhale, opening the chest, throat. If you want to, you can even do a slight back bend, relaxing the shoulders, dropping the hand even lower past your buttocks. Then gently as you inhale, slowly raising that head, looking forward, unlocking the hands, bring the arms by your side, palms facing forward. Inhale, bring the arms overhead, palms together. Bend the knees, drop the hips, forward bend. Drop that head, let it hang heavy, like a pendulum. Your next inhale, lengthen. Palm of the hands onto the shins or thighs. The crown is reaching forward, creating a nice flattened back, 90-degree angle. And Exhale, forward fold. Drop that head. Bring the hands down to the mat or to your toes. Let them dangle. And now begin to walk the hands upon the mat and bring the hands to the top of the mat, arriving back at the downward facing dog. Fingers are spread apart. Move the feet apart slightly. Okay. Holding here in your downward dog. And as you inhale, glide into your high plank. Shoulders over the wrist. On your tippy toes, this is called the high plank or the push-up position. And slowly begin to bend the arms, lower our plank, and come all the way down onto the mat. Hello, Alicia. Greetings, everybody. Thank you for joining. So we're going to drop that head upon the mat. The hands are going to be by our breastplate. Okay, the thumb is near the breastplate area. Thumb is actually near the nipple area. Your palms are pressed against the mat. Okay. And next here we'll do a few rounds of what they call cobra. Okay, cobra transitioning into our upward facing dog. So in cobra, your head is upon the mat. As you inhale, you lift your head. Bring the shoulders back slightly. Okay. Looking straight ahead. And here, as you inhale, begin to oscillate that head as we did before when we were doing our twist in the beginning of class. Begin to turn the head to the right, to your right. Twisting. And even looking over your shoulder. Slowly in the exhale, come back to center. And then begin to turn over to your left. Perhaps looking over your shoulder as well. Exhale, slowly turn the head back to center. And drop the head back upon the mat. On your next inhale, we're going to become a larger cobra as we inhale, lifting the head, bring the shoulders back slightly, lifting that chest. Okay? You're rising cobra. The cobra is larger now, and you can begin to oscillate that head, turning the head over to the right side, your right, and looking over that shoulder. And exhale, slowly come back to center. And now begin to go over to your left, turning, oscillating that head, and perhaps even looking over the shoulder once again, watching your rear. Gently and slowly moving the head back to the center position and bringing the forehead upon the mat. In our last round of cobra, we're going to become large. We're going to rise, lengthen our cobra as we lift the head, bring the shoulders back, straighten the arms. Okay? So the knees are still on the mat. Instep of your feet are on the mat, on the floor. And from here, okay, just gently begin to turn that head once again to the right. Oscillate towards your right and look over your shoulder. Exhale, bring that head back to center. And begin to now oscillate the head towards the left. Looking over that shoulder. Slowly and gently bring that head back to center. Curl the toes. Lift the knees, glide the hips back. Downward facing dog. Pressing down on your heels. And slowly gliding back to your high plank and dropping the knees upon the mat. Okay? Lifting your hands off the mat, palms are open, and taking that right leg, gliding it forward. Okay. We're in a rested lunge, comfortable lunge, Anjali Asana as they call it. Okay. Arms are by our side, palms are facing forward. That back foot, the instep of the back foot is on the mat, on the floor. Okay. We're relaxing our shoulders here. And from here, we're just going to begin to breathe in through the nose and gently glide the arms overhead. Palms are facing each other. Bring the palms together. Exhale. Inhale, interlace the fingers. Invert the hands. So the palms now are facing the ceiling. And gently begin to unlock the hands and bring the right arm forward and bring the left arm behind you. So this is kind of like a warrior two. However, you're not standing. You're in an Asana position. Your knees or your left knees on the floor. So it's kind of like a warrior two without standing. Slowly begin to oscillate. Turn your torso, bring it to center. Arms are out like a T. Okay. Bring the palms together. Hands are heart centered. And slowly unlock the hands. Inhale. Bring the palms of the hands upon the mat, framing that right foot. So you're getting ready to now curl the toes of the back foot, lifting the left knee. You're in a running position, runner's lunge. And from here, you're just going to gently lift that back foot, that left foot off the floor, bend your leg, and bring it forward. Forward bend, drop that head, let it hang heavy again. Inhale, lengthen. Bring the palm of your hands onto the shins or thighs. Crown of your head is reaching forward again. Let me move back so you can see my face. There we go. I'm going to come midway to my mat. So we're here in the half lift, crown of the head reaching forward. Nice flattened back. Exhale, forward bend. Planting our hands on the mat. Gliding now the right foot back. Okay. And dropping that right knee. And now framing the left foot. So now we're on the other side. Gently lifting our hands off the mat, taking our chest off of our thigh, raising the torso, and arriving at the Anjali Asana on the other side. Okay? Resting our lunge. Thank you all for joining. Excellent. Okay. Is that Marcus Cole? Here we go. So we're here on the other side, arms are by our side, palms are facing forward. Okay, framing that left foot. And then inhaling, bringing the arms overhead. Okay, palms facing each other. Palms together, interlace the fingers, and begin to invert the hands. Palms are now facing the ceiling. Relaxing the shoulders. And gently now, unlocking the hands, bringing the left arm forward, right arm is behind you. You're looking straight ahead, using the fingers as a scope. So we're in the variation of the Warrior Two, with our right knee on the mat. So this is a variation of that. Arms are lengthened. And slowly turning the torso, helicoptering, coming back to center. Arms out at a T, palms facing down. Slowly bringing the arms parallel to each other. And palms together, bringing the hands down to heart center, upon the heart center. The thumb is on the sternum, the fingers are facing the ceiling, and heart center. Inhale, unlock the hands. Place the hands upon the mat, framing that left foot. Okay? Now we're going to curl the toes of the back foot. Lift that right knee. Come back to that runner's lunge. Very good. And gently lift that back foot. Bend that leg. Bring it forward. Forward fold. Let me move back a little bit so you can see me. All of my body, my whole frame. And begin to lengthen slowly, chin attached to chest, gliding upon each vertebral column, moving slowly. Taking that chin off of the chest, back to your mountain pose. Arms are by the side, palms facing forward. Very good. So we got about 15 more minutes left, maybe less. We're going to now move into some of our balancing postures, balancing poses. So here we are in mountain. Relaxed shoulders, arms are by our side, palms are open to receive more energy. Taking this moment here in our mountain to recalibrate ourselves, reposture, reflect. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So cool the body off. Cool off that heat that's been generated throughout the body. Nice. So now let's move on to some balancing. All right. Balancing is very important in life. We must create balance physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally as well. And it pertains to yoga as well, as far as the posture is concerned, in bringing balance to both halves, both hemispheres of the body. Sometimes we may have more strength on one side than the other. So we have to come to a point where we cultivate the strength and ability on both sides so there's balance. It's an equilibrium within our body and within our mind as well. So let's first start with going to a posture that's basic, that's common, called the tree pose. So tree pose, you can place your hands upon your hips to get started. Okay? Hands on the hips, and gently begin to shift your energy, shift your weight over to the left side of your body. So think of yourself as kind of like switching, okay? Switching your hips and bringing that right knee forward and placing all your energy upon the left leg channeling the energy. And now turning that right foot to 90 degrees and bringing the heel of the right foot upon the ankle of the left foot. Think of a pedestal or a kickstand of a bicycle or a motorbike, if you will. So here we're going to square our hips in this kickstand. So this is basically your tree. This is a basic tree foundation. You can keep your hands on your hips, so you can take your hands off your hips and bring the arms by your side, palm facing forward, and you're here. However, you can go further. This is the foundation, but you can go further if you like, and take the arms and bring the arms as you inhale, bring them overhead. And bring the palms together. Interlaced fingers, if you like. And when you're in this position here, you can now begin to focus your attention, your gaze upon an object in the room. You can do that. Find something to fix your gaze upon, to focus your concentration. Or you can actually soften the eyes or close the eyes to even go further and challenge your balance, your equilibrium. Okay, so some may want to do that, and you want to close your eyes and soften the eyes a little bit in your tree, or not. And gently gliding the hands to the heart center region. If the eyes were closed or softened, you can begin to open them. And bring the arms by your side, palm facing forward. Bring the hands upon the hips, drop that kickstand, and bring the feet together. Now let's go to the other side, shifting the weight now to the right side. Your right leg, shifting, switching the hips again. Okay, bringing that left knee forward. And now bringing all the energy towards the right side, the right leg into the right foot. All four corners of the right foot places on the mat. And turning the left foot to 90 degrees, bring that heel upon the ankle of the right foot. Now here we are on the other side now, exploring the other half. We have to do both halves to get that equilibrium going on. So here we are, hands on our hips. Taking the hands off the hips, this is the basic tree. Okay? Arms by the side. If you feel inclined, you can bring the arms over the head, palms together, interlace the fingers if you like, and fix your gaze on an object in the room. Find a point of focus, or soften, or close the eyes. Some of you may wish to even take that foot and glide it up along the leg, below, or above the knee. You can do that as well, making your tree a little bit more advanced. Or you can keep things simple. Keep the kickstand and find your focus. Or raise that foot. All up to you. Okay. The real challenging posture would be raising your foot up along your leg, below, above the knee, and also softening or closing the eyes. I've done that before, and it's challenging, but I've done it, and I've been successful with it. The body always changes, and always you have to accommodate, and you have to modify your position. Bring the hands down to heart center. Okay. If your leg or foot was raised, you can begin to lower the foot upon the leg. Bring yourself back to that kickstand position. Bring the arm by the side, palm facing forward, and begin to take the heel off the ankle and bring the feet together. Back to your mountain pose. Excellent. Thank you all so much for joining. Let's see who else is here. Mark Phelps. Natalie Bates. Yes. Outstanding. So we're just going to wrap up in a few minutes here. We're back to the mountain pose. Okay, we're gonna get ourselves now back upon the mat. Do some postures there, cool off, and then go back or arrive at our Shavasana pose. So we're back in the mountain. Here we are, move back a little bit. Okay. Mountain pose, arms are by the side, palms are facing forward. On the inhale, bring the arms overhead, palms together. On the exhale, bending the knees, dropping the hips. Forward bend, bring the arms towards the floor, the fingers towards the toes, dropping that head. And your next inhale, lengthening, bringing the palm of your hands onto the shins or thighs, crown of the head, reaching forward. Exhale, forward bend. Planting the hands on the mat, glide the right foot back. And the left foot back. Downward facing dog. Pressing back on the heels. And slowly drop your knees upon the mat. Arrive at the tabletop once more. Shoulder over wrist. Hip over knee. Nice neutralized back, flattened back. Okay. Inhale, raising the hands off of the mat. Standing on your knees, standing knee, mountain pose. Arms by the side, palm facing forward. Relaxing the shoulders. And just here, curling the toes of both feet. Okay. Placing your hands upon the hips and gently raising the left arm above your head, palm facing forward. Taking that right hand, flipping it, open palms, and gliding the hand behind you. Taking the tips of the fingers of the right hand, placing it on the back of your leg, right leg, or upon the heel. Okay? This is called the camel pose. It's a back bend. Okay, you can stay here, or you can tilt the head back, opening up the chest and the heart and the throat. If you feel inclined to go further, you can now begin to bring the instep of the feet upon the mat and deepening that back bend. And slowly releasing the heel, gliding the right or left arm by your side. Right arm is also by your side. You're going to curl the toes of the feet once again. This time placing your hands on the hips, gliding right arm over your head. Palm facing forward. Left hand releases from the hip. And bring the hand behind you. Tips of the fingers now touch either the back of your leg or the heel, the left heel. You can stay here, okay? Or you can drop the head back and expose the pectoralis region, solar plexus, throat, heart section. Drop the head back, toes are curled, or you can bring the instep of both feet upon the mat, deepening your back bend. And release, lift your head, look straight ahead, curl the toes once again, and drop that right arm, let go of the heel, placing your arms by your side, palm facing forward. Now let's glide our hips back, and bring our legs forward, so we can cool things down here, okay? So just gently gliding our back upon the mat, arriving at a mini Shavasana. Our palms are facing down, fingers are spread apart. Okay? And we're going to bring our feet upon the mat, back of the feet on the mat, your knees are pointed towards the ceiling. Okay? And from here, we're just going to lift our feet off the mat, straighten the legs, so the back of the feet are facing the ceiling, arriving at a staff, supine staff position. Okay? And then taking the arms, raising the arms at least an inch off the floor, fingers spread apart. Bring the arms overhead, fingers facing the ceiling, and begin to slowly bend the legs, making them perpendicular to the floor. And taking your hands, your fingers, grabbing the edges of your feet and pressing down. This is called the happy baby, creating ananda, bliss, joyfulness, happiness. And from here you can roll and massage your entire back, rolling forward and backward, or side to side, whatever you like. In this position, you can take time to freestyle. If you want to do an inversion, you can do that as well. As you grab the legs and go back, doing a butterfly. Whatever you like. Get myself back on the mat here. I was getting my body off of the mat, rolling on the floor. Okay. Let's let go of the feet and bring the legs back to staff. 90-degree angle here, back of the feet facing the ceiling, arms are by your side, palm facing down, raising the arms at least an inch off the floor, an inch off of the floor, and then begin to lower the legs, coming down. At least an inch off the floor, your legs, arms are raised, looking at your toes. You're going to hold here for kind of 10 seconds. And release and relax. Arriving at the Shavasana pose. Arms by your side, palms facing forward now. And allow yourself to enjoy the Shavasana. You can soften the eyes or close the eyes in this position. Your final posture of your practice. Coming back to the breath, allowing the breath to guide you once again as you conclude your practice, bringing that awareness, bringing that attention back to your breathing, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. Whatever you need. If you need to calm the mind and relax the body, breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. If you need to cool the body off, cool the body off from all the heat that's been generated, extinguishing the heat, breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Letting you cool things off with the breath. bring the feet upon the mat. Back of the feet touching the mat, knees pointed towards the ceiling. Bring the feet together, legs together. All right. And then dropping, stacking the legs over to the right side, turning over in the fetal position. Using your hands and arms to rest your head in the fetal position as the legs are stacked. Using the same hands and arms to lift yourself up. Come to a comfortable seated position again. Use your blocks, or prop, or cushion, or pillow if you like. Or just come back on your mat. Seated position, legs crossed, crisscross applesauce. Here we are. So thank you all for joining me. This is actually my first time doing, actually it's not my first time, but this is my first time going live. Yes, my first time going live on social media. I've done the Zoom thing before. Zoom, I have a Zoom account and I've done that. But this is my first time doing the Facebook Live through the Sai Yoga group. So I'm very excited about that. Looking forward to more virtual classes. Looking forward to the weather becoming warm so I could do classes outdoors with actual people. You know what I'm saying? People can do the social distancing thing if they want outdoors. And that shouldn't be a problem because I love the outdoor classes. I love outdoor practices, yoga practice. So as always, allow yourself to come back to your intention, your resolve you set for yourself earlier. And as you inhale, bring the arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart center region. The thumb, the radii, touching the sternum, fingers are facing the ceiling. Okay. And wishing you the best of all intentions. The light in me, the good in me, and the greatness in me honors the light in you, the good in you, and the greatness in you. With that, I wish you peace, prosperity, tranquility, longevity, and vitality. Always. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I think it's been exactly an hour. So, thank you all for watching. Love and gratitude.